Hello. Today we're going to play a game called Proteus. This is a really interesting and unique game that's on Steam right now. It's a little bit like Minecraft meets Dear Esther exploration game. Well, you'll see when we start. Basically, it's an exploration game where you explore, look at scenery, and try to find possible triggers for sound and appearance. What it's doing now is creating the world, much like Minecraft does. So every time you start the game, it'll be a little different from the last one. Alright, here we are. It's a first-person game, as you can see, but we can never see ourselves. Only what's in front of us or all around us. Looks like we're kind of in the water right now, but that's alright. There's land right here, and it looks very nice and inviting. So everyone relax and settle back, and we'll take a look at Proteus. One of the first things we notice is that it's a very pixelated game, but in my mind, I don't believe that this really hinders it at all. It's created with many different landscapes, different seasons. There's flora and fauna all about, all different kinds of things to see. Has a very wonderful soundtrack that's very nice, and it changes as you go. Interacting with certain things in Proteus will make some of the audio change. Let's see now. Beautiful cherry trees and flower trees. What's that? Hey, little guy. They're little frogs. Don't run away if you come near. Also altering the audio just a little. Now, many people think that Proteus isn't really a game, because really what you do is what we're doing right now. We're exploring. We're looking at a world that we've never seen before and taking it all in. There's really no goal. If you don't want to explore, you can sit yourself down in front of a tree and just wait and watch things around you and enjoy the ambient noises and the scenery. If you want to explore, maybe you want to find different tree types, different animals. There's stones and relics to look at as well on some maps, then you can do that. But for a lot of gamers, this isn't enough. So many people might tell you it's not a game, and I can see their point. Some maps have these lines of stones. Sometimes when you interact with these stones, they change the noise. Do you hear that? Almost like an instrument. You have to touch them to make the sound happen. And you can find those all around. You can see paths that you can follow if you want to. Or you can go all through the grass if you like. Even though it's extremely pixelated and simple, there's something about this game that I just really enjoy. I think maybe it takes me back to the days when I was young and playing old adventure games like Sierra style games, where these were much in the same kind of bit style. And that really just comforts me to see this kind of thing again in a modern game. Oh, as you can see here, it's raining. And the rain also changes the background noise a little bit. Everything is made to fit in with everything else. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you can also see, but it's starting to become darker. Maybe we can go over here and get a good look at the sun, if the clouds let us. Much like Minecraft, there is a very small time of daylight that changes to nighttime, so we can see the sun setting. Thankfully, in Proteus, there are no monsters that come out at night. You are safe to walk around at any time. It's not that kind of a game. So let's watch a sunset. I think no matter what, sunsets are beautiful in most games, even this one. There it goes. And the moon will come up on the other side. One reason I wanted to showcase this game first after my absence, which I apologize for, is because this is a very good game to play while I'm talking to you guys casually. There's the moon. Beautiful night sounds of crickets. You can even hear some of the leaves rustling through the trees. I love this game. I wanted to talk to you guys about Relaxajin. First of all, I would really like to thank you for welcoming me back. I have a lot of plans for this channel, and I wanted to talk with you guys about that a little, if you're not asleep yet. You might be. But if not, and you're just listening in the background, I would like you guys to know that even though my ideas for Relaxajin are pretty set, it's you that's going to shape a lot of the channel. If you guys know a relaxing game that you'd like me to play, I would love for you to tell me. Oh, the wind. I will definitely consider all requests for relaxing games or games that are low-key and don't have too much noise involved in them, that I might be able to play in a gentle voice. There's starfall over there, and a tower. There's much more than just normal nature in Proteus, but you have to find it. That's part of the exploration. Now back to Relaxajin. Like I was saying, games are going to be the normal feature on the channel. Most games will probably have 1 or 2 videos apiece, depending on. This is mostly because I want you guys to get an idea of the game and possibly go purchase it yourself, so that you can also feel relaxed, de-stress yourself. A lot of these games that I will be featuring are indie games and maybe are not as well known as other games that I've played, and I think that they deserve a chance to be seen. There are some games that I'm going to play that do have a storyline that should be finished, and in those cases I will finish those games. Games like Proteus, Lucid, Zenbound, those games don't really have too much story. They're mostly for unwinding and meditational gaming, a relaxer. What I'll use those for is to play while talking to you like this. What I aim to do with Relaxajin is have a really nice mix of games along with vlog types like this, I'm going to call these voice vlogs because you can't see me, but I'll still be talking like it was a vlog with these beautiful games in the background that have nice little ambient sounds to help calm you. In those, I would like to talk about maybe issues or current events. I would also like to do question and answer. So in the future, if you have questions you would like me to answer, obviously, more serious questions, life advice, things like that, I would love to do a Q&A while playing one of these games. What do you think? Is it a good idea? Look at this beautiful firefly ring, and the wind picks up. There are certain events that you can trigger in Proteus, but you have to look. This is one of those events. When you see a firefly ring and the wind picking up, that's a clue that something's going to happen. Let's stand in the middle. Everything goes white. And the season has changed. Instead of summer like we were before, now we're in spring. And it does look a little bit different through the seasons. You can definitely tell which one is which. Spring is the brightest. You'll see the flowers bouncing happily in the sun. You may also see different insects and animals too. Here's some insects, but we don't want to get too close. These buzzy bees do not want to talk to us, so let's stay away. Incidentally, if you do run into the bees, you will run quickly away from them. Oh look, hello. He makes a different sound when hopping. Now, I'm not sure there's such a thing as a pink frog, but that's okay. We also see white little versions of these guys, which would lead me to believe that some of them are bunnies. And I've also found squirrels as well in this game. So, beautiful calm games like this where I'm talking, you can have it on in the background. Maybe it will help you sleep. You could leave it on to sleep with or do chores, homework, studying. What's going on here? Oh, we scared them away. That's okay. And they changed the music for us a little bit. Some more things I'd like to do with Relaxajin are actual physical ASMR videos. And if you don't know what ASMR is, don't worry, I'm going to put a link to it in all of the videos from now on, just in case, for newcomers and anyone that might not know. Most ASMR is triggers of the head that help you feel relaxed or tingly, maybe a little bit foggy, but in a good way. It's definitely a method to relax some people. And 90% of it is usually triggered by object noise or talking, certain kinds of talking. So, for instance, I may do a vlog where it's actually me manipulating wooden objects, video game cartridges, to make certain sounds that kind of help relax your brain as you listen to them in certain patterns. I know it seems a little bit strange, but trust me, this is a real thing. Along with that, I plan to do more audiobooks. The last unicorn will be finished, and I'll move on to some others as well. I'm also going to make them a little bit longer than my previous ones, so that people can fall asleep to them easier. Oh look, a little sparkly bunny. Hello. Ooh, now when you see those, they hop very far. so you won't catch them, but you could try. Why not? There he goes. It looks like he's leading us up this hill. Let's follow. If you have a sound that you love that helps trigger your relaxation, let me know what it is. Some popular ones I can think of offhand are wooden objects, makeup or nail polish bottles clinking together, sounds of the home, maybe a newspaper rustling, magazine rustling, things like that, page turning. Some people like it with voices. Some people just like the sounds. So we'll probably do both here and there. One of each. The other thing I thought I might like to do is some drawing videos so you guys can see the process of how I draw and hang out with me while we talk. If you have other ideas that I haven't listed, let me know. I really want Relaxajin to be a beautiful, calm, safe, meditative, kind of beautiful experience that everyone can enjoy. Whether you're a gamer, whether you're here just for the ASMR or to relax if you can't sleep, if your mind won't stop working in the middle of the night. I do know how that feels, believe me. That's one of the reasons I wanted to create this channel. What is this? This looks like a stone circle of some sort, with humanoid type statues. Will anything happen if we sit here? I'm not sure, but let's see. You never can tell. Sometimes you have to just sit in place and wait to see what will happen. All the stars are here. They seem to be very close. It's okay in your life to just sit back and watch the stars go by you. It's okay to just sit in one place and be yourself and do nothing. Do you ever feel sometimes like you just have to be going all the time, constantly? I know I have. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can enjoy the moment. And you should. Everyone should stop once in a while and just enjoy their moments. Oh, we can see an owl over there. You don't see them too often, but at night you might catch one. He's in the tree. One reason again that I love games like this is because I live in the big city, and if I walk outside at night, I will certainly not be greeted by anything that looks like this. I sometimes miss it, the big wide open sky and trees, forests. I grew up in a place like that. So this kind of game really does wonders to calm me. I hope it's working for you too. So peaceful at night. What do you say? Shall we try to change the season one more time? See what we get? Let's do that. Let's go into the firefly ring. The wind will pick up. Shooting stars. And here we have autumn. You can see the differences right away. Autumn, for the most part, looks very gray. There'll be some rain. The colors are much different, but it's still very beautiful, don't you think? The stones also make different noises depending on what season you're in. So it's definitely worth exploring what you can. I've spent quite a few hours playing this so far, and I still see things that I haven't seen before. So for a simple game, it's made very well. I hope you guys will check out Proteus. It's definitely worth a look. I hope you guys will definitely check out what's going to happen with my channel. I'm very excited for all the changes. I would love to hear your thoughts and your requests on everything that I've stated, and bring up things that maybe I didn't think of. I would love to hear them all. Big mushrooms. Those usually do grow in the fall. Beautiful sea. Perhaps we should walk along the beach and see if we see anything. Not much so far, but that's okay. I very much enjoy the sound of this rain. It's really lovely. I think fall is one of my favorite seasons of all. This kind of scene to me where it's gray and slightly rainy and the leaves are falling. Isn't there something just so beautiful about that? If I'm ever having one of those days where I feel maybe unattractive or burnt out or like I don't belong anywhere, one thing I really try to do is get out and see something beautiful. Because I live in the city, it's a little tough, but there actually are some parks and gardens I can go to that are very, very lovely. And what I do is I look at this nature and I think to myself that this nature was created and it's here as a part of the earth just like we are. And I'm a part of it too. So if you see something pretty like a cherry tree with its leaves falling, and you think to yourself, that's such a beautiful thing, well, remember something. You're just like that tree. You came from the same place. You belong to the world, just like the trees do. And that comforts me a little. Because if something this beautiful came from the world, and I did too, then I must be okay. And you guys are all okay. You know that. You are in my book. It's gonna rain at times. There's always going to be rain sometimes. Has to be. But the rain is necessary, and it can be beautiful too. You just have to perceive it a little bit different than you normally would. Because if it didn't rain sometimes, would we ever truly appreciate the sun when it comes? If we didn't have it become dark and maybe a little scary, would we be able to see fireflies and appreciate them? It's all necessary. All of it. The spooky dark stuff and the beauty. I've really enjoyed talking with you today. If you aren't asleep by now, know that I'm thinking about you and I care about you, and I'm so happy that you joined me. I hope you'll keep watching. Have a good night, everyone.